ringside. Welcome to another hour of Atlantic Coast Wrestling. This is Rick Stewart, the world's happiest commentator, because Baby Doll is back for one more week.
That's right, Rick. You should feel very privileged that I'm out here, but then again, I'm very privileged to be out here with you also.
Well, thank you. Well, I like that. What Doll has with her, of course, is the trophy.
Yes, I mean, it's not that big, but just think about how prestigious it would be. It's going to be a first trophy for a lot of these guys to put up on their mantelpiece. It's like that stepping stone to stardom.
Of course, there's a lump of cash about that thick that comes
Yeah,
with
that's
it,
the
too.
most important part. Plus, they get a chance at the title once they get that seed in.
Now, fans, this hour is part of the elimination. You're going to see the Outlaws against the South Pacific Connection. Remember, we saw them last week. They made quite a little splash here. World Junior Heavyweight title. Gorgeous Jimmy Garvin challenges Nelson Royal. Shasha may be a little detrimental in this. She's starting to feel her oats now that I've come around. Let's see what she does in this match. Out come the claws, and we're going to the ring. More Atlantic Coast Wrestling starting right now. Let's go to ringside.
Ring lords can do.
It always struck me kind of funny, you know, they had a big choice of opponents to take.
Yes.
There's a dressing room full of tough guys. The Ring Lords look like they're put together pretty well. My first chance to see them.
Impressive name, but let's see how
they
impressive they... No, that's true. They've got an impressive name, but let's see just how impressive they are.
Speaking of rock and rolls, Robert Gibson be wrestling in singles action this hour. Always a pleasure to see Robert.
In just a short while, too. Plus, we've got Jimmy Garvin against Nelson Royal. And this will be interesting to see because Jimmy Garvin won't have Precious by his side, but Nelson's going to have Shasha there.
What a switch, huh?
Key, yes. Maybe Jimmy Garvin shouldn't have left her home at this time because I know Precious could hold her own and keep an eye on Jimmy Garvin. Plus, Shasha may feel her oats a little bit, as I said.
Could well develop into something that could be kind of interesting, huh?
I'd be disappointed if she didn't because this is a time when the title may just change hands and see how loyal she is to her steed. Ooh, dropped him right down. That hurts your hip, your lower back, your kidneys. Oh.
The Mod Squad aren't the kind of guys who are going to cut you a lot of slack if they've got you hurt.
No, they have the experience, plus they go after you just solid. I mean, they never let you get that little breath of air so that they can make the mistake. They're just solid punches to these guys, solid holds. There he is. He's got the reverse chin lock on him. He's got his knee right in his back.
But, Doll, look at the look in his eyes. Now, look at
cold
the
black eyes.
Tell me he's all there, huh?
I don't think so. He's got his head cut shaped different with his haircut. He's got those cold black eyes, those big, thick mustache. No, this guy isn't going for any beauty looks. He's out there to look mean and nasty because that's what he wants to portray, that mean, nasty look, and he backs it up.
You can hear his partner in the corner. Basher yells, "Give it up, punk." Social grace just abounds here today on Atlantic Coast, huh?
Not the kind of guys that you'd really like for your daughter to bring home, I'm afraid. That'd be one that you'd really cringe.
With a wallet full of money.
Ooh, that wouldn't be nice. Plus, and they know how to street fight, too. They say that they're from New Orleans, that they got kicked out of New Orleans. You get kicked out of New Orleans, you're a mean and nasty person because they've got a lot of...
There's not too many places to go once they run you out of New Orleans.
No, that's true. Unless you go across the border or something, then you're kind of hopeless. New Orleans is...
Quad, open it up. And I'll tell you, just from sitting where I
didn't
am...
hook that leg, though. See, that's it. The little mistakes is getting a little cocky. They said that they were going to handpick their opponents, but yet they're making little mistakes. The Ring Lords had a little bit of experience. They might turn this situation around. All it takes is that one mistake, and then you're out of the tournament.
Now, that's not going to stop him or interfere with his ability to wrestle. All that does is just humiliate a guy in the ring. Why? Is there a logic, or is there some kind of strategy behind that?
It makes you feel like dirt. You don't feel like getting up anymore. That's what it makes you feel like. And then, you know, once you just don't want to get up, then you get pinned. But these people are starting to get behind them. These guys are nice looking. The little girls are going to yell and scream for them. The people are getting behind them. If he just listened to the people and get that gumption going, he'd be able to get up. But it looks like Basher's just sitting on him. He's not being able to breathe.
one thing, it just keeps nibbling at me, you know, like a little fish when you're standing in the surf. I've had the pleasure to be around this business now for about 8 years. No finer sport, but I have yet to see a tag team that will sit in the dressing room and hand-pick their opponents like the Mod Squad did today.
That takes a lot of gall. I mean, that's like saying, well, we're only going to wrestle this. Most of the wrestlers that I've worked with and that I've worked around have a certain amount of open contracts that the promoter can fill with whoever they want to. They've got that much confidence in themselves. Seems like Mod Squad doesn't want to do that and let that loose contract get out that maybe the Rock and Roll Express will pick up.
Maybe we can talk to him later this hour. Meanwhile, the Ring Lords continue to be on the brunt of a lot of pressure from the Mod Squad. But this guy really hasn't had a chance to get over to his corner and tag. If he could get to his partner, maybe the fresh man could turn this thing around.
Maybe so, but he's just been in there so long and he's so tired. You know, he's just waiting for that opportunity just to get away so he can get the tag. If he doesn't get that tag, this situation may be over real soon. He's getting to his feet, though. If the people would just get behind him and start clapping and letting him know, see his partner's starting to pick it up. That's one thing that the Rock and Roll Express does with their tag team is they let the people get behind them and use the people in a sense that the people are part of the team itself and they help as much as the other tag team member does.
Could it be kind of like having a Sha-Sha or a baby doll down there in the corner?
Yeah. See, we're like built-in cheerleaders. We let our man know that we're behind him 100%. And that no matter what, we're going to stand by them for that win. And as long as they know that they've got somebody behind them a lot of times, that's all it takes between the win and the loss. It's just that little split second that they'll look back and see somebody that's right with them.
Somebody that's right with the Ring Lords or the Mod Squad. A little devious stuff behind the referee's back. Almost put this young athlete away. Again, before the count of 4, the Mod Squad gets their chance to come in.
Not letting them
do
do
double team, which is legal, right?
But not when they're going for the pin. I mean, you can double team to, you know, as long as you don't get past that 5 count and get disqualified. There is a certain leeway. That's the one thing that's good about wrestling. Oh, the big elbow, that's it. Hook the leg. Basher's got the win for the Mod Squad.
Favorite move for the men from the Badlands of New Orleans.
Look at that replay now. The elbow that Basher took off from the top rope. Not many men are going to get up from that one because it just knocks the air out of you. And you grapevine that leg, they're not getting up. You're down for the 1, 2, 3.
That's more great action coming up.
Coming up Saturday, March 11th, 8 o'clock, Gastonia, the National Guard Armory. It's the Russian Nightmare, Nikita Koloff, and Ivan Koloff taking on the Mod Squad. Ricky Nelson and the World Junior Heavyweight Champion, plus Nelson Royal and Sha-Sha, and special guest, ring announcer, Baby Doll. Nikita, you and Uncle Ivan are about to take on the Mod Squad.
That's what you see. The Russian Nightmare, Nikita Koloff, is coming to Gastonia. So get ready, because I'm not coming alone. You see, I'm bringing Basharo Star. I'm bringing Uncle Ivan, because we have signed the contract. We have signed the contract to wrestle the Mod Squad. I know a lot about the Mod Squad. They are too tough. They are too rugged wrestlers. They are young, and they have a lot of fight. Well, you see, Uncle Ivan and Nikita Koloff have a lot of fight too. So Gastonia, I want you to get ready. The Russian Nightmare, I'm getting back in shape, as you can see. And I know Uncle Ivan, he is getting ready. And you are going to be in for a big treat. And also that night, you're going to see another great young wrestler, Ricky Nelson, going after the World Junior Heavyweight Champion, Nelson Royal. So Gastonia, take a good look at the Russian Nightmare. Uncle Ivan and Nikita Koloff are going to be there for Jaro.
Did you know that you can make beautiful Afghans like this in less than 45 hours? You can with a simple and inexpensive nitwit. Making an Afghan like this, or this, or even this is easy with the ingenious nitwit. Watch, just wrap the yarn, a few simple stitches, and a twist of the nitwit tool. Now, with nitwit, your beautiful rosettes pop off already joined. There is no tedious piecing together. With old-fashioned knitting and crocheting, it can take 4 or 5 times as long as nitwit. Even if you've never made handcraft before, Nitwit is so easy, so much fun, you can be an expert in minutes. Nitwit comes complete with square and round tools, plus illustrated patterns for afghans, like this colorful, exciting Nitwit afghan. To make this afghan, use your square Nitwit pattern. Just wrap the yarn, a few simple stitches, twist, and your handmade craft pops off already joined together. And soon your Nitwit afghan looks like this. Nitwit comes complete for only $19.95. But wait, if you order now, you'll receive this set of 3 Doodle-Loom tools absolutely free. With Doodle-Loom, you just wrap the yarn, tie the middle, and snip it off the patented tool. Now you're ready for huggable, fluffy toys like these in just minutes. Doodle-Loom tools are great fun at parties, for gift wrapping, Christmas ornaments, or just plain collecting. Your Nitwit and Doodle-Loom tools are together for the first time direct from the manufacturer for just $19.95. But hurry, you must call now.
To order your Nitwit, send $19.95 plus $3 postage and handling to Nitwit, Post Office Box 4040, Woburn, Mass. 01888. That's $19.95 to Nitwit, Post Office Box 4040, Woburn, Mass. 01888. Or to save COD charges, use your MasterCard or Visa and call toll-free 1-800-468-5200. That's 1-800-468-5200.
Well, Jimmy Garvin, I mean, you always come out here telling us how good you feel. You've got Nelson Royal at the end of this hour. I bet you feel really good about getting that chance at that junior heavyweight championship.
Ha! I gotta tell you something, baby doll, right now. Gorgeous Jimmy Garvin is still feeling good, okay? And the fact is, that's right. Nelson Royal, I've been training for this match for a long time, and Nelson Royal's a ring veteran. Everybody knows of his reputation. Shaw, the thing that he's got hanging around him, well, I don't want to get into that. That's not a squeeze. That's not what you call a real squeeze. That's kind of like a squeezette, you know? It's kind of like having the real thing, but not really having the real thing. And now, Precious lets me out, you know, once in a while. I was out last week without her, and here I am out without her again. Now, what we better hope is that I don't get a dry mouth, because you know what everybody around here knows. When gorgeous Jimmy Garvin gets a dry mouth, he needs a kiss. So now, my mouth ain't getting dry, because I ain't going to get in trouble now. I'm in enough trouble standing here with you. I'm in enough trouble standing here with you anyway. You know, when Squeezy sees this, ain't going to let me out alone no more. So everybody take a look at this, because gorgeous Jimmy Garvin ain't going to be able to come out and play by himself no more after she sees this. Nelson Roll ain't going to come out and play either, because he's going to...
Keep an eye on the women, because we can be pretty devious sometime, okay? So you keep an eye on Shaw.
That's right.
Because Squeezy isn't here, and
My
that may
lips
be
are
the
getting a
difference.
little... I better not say no more, because I get... You know what happens, right?
Okay, well, let's go to the ring.
All right.
One night elimination continues. Single elimination. Atlantic Coast Wrestling style. Coming up, of course, opportunities for this beautiful trophy to be seated in the tag team tournament. And a nice, thick wad of cash.
Here comes the Samoan.
You're just going to
South
skip right over
Pacific
Jimmy
team.
Garvin, huh?
Well, he started getting that dry mouth. I got a little nervous, you know.
All right, you don't have to talk about it.
A little
if you don't want
flashback,
to.
you know. I've got the blonde hair, too, and not quite as much... So that cleavage is precious, but...
I saw what happened the last time that situation got into thing, and I just...
No.
Maybe we better commentate, huh?
Yeah, maybe so. Just skip
Sure,
right
okay
over that.
now, huh? In the ring, the Deatons against the South Pacific Connection, who really made a big impression on me last week. Ty and Seone. Ty in the ring right now. And
No, Seone's in the ring now.
Seone's in the ring right
Seone's in the ring and Ty's on the outside. I promise you, Rick.
That's again. That's why that stable went to the top.
So which of these Deatons? Now, I'm not sure about the Deatons. See, I'll keep the Samoan straight, and you keep
Joel
the Deatons straight.
is the tall one.
Okay, and Haas is
the psycho.
Okay.
Right.
Well, they're both kind of psycho. It just looks like maybe Joel takes 1 or 2 more battles.
Oh, look at that!
High
Deaton
risk
caught him.
move.
He caught him, just flipped him, just ever so much.
It just was it. It just barely caught that high risk move.
That's a
double
perfect example of it, right? When they say
Your
high
timing
risk,
just off. Oh,
they ain't woofing, they mean high risk.
that's it. You just need a little bit more elevation. But as we see, Seone is coming back. He pulled the hair. These teams they both break the rules, but yet it's good to see which team is going to head out on this tag team tournament, because, I mean, both teams are mean and nasty. I mean, it's going to be seen which one cheats and gets away with it. Joel Deaton rakes the eyes. They only had pulled the hair. It's kind of like one does one thing, one does the other one.
If I had to reach in my pocket and pull out some cash to bet on who's going to cheat,
Ooh, I think they all are.
gee, Texas,
I would not like to be
Texas.
the referee in this one. It would just be, because you'd have to, I mean, how much would you let go? You just can't disqualify someone because they raked the eyes one time, because that's not fair to the other team. You know, you've got to, it would be so hard because you'd have to be, I guess, have some sort of leeway one way. Otherwise, you know, these guys aren't going to have a chance. You want to have them as much as the battle as you can. I would not like to be the referee. I'm glad I'm sitting back here with a microphone, although it wouldn't be a bad match to be up there as a valet or a manager on, because there would be so much that you could get away with. The teams, you could distract them. I'd have a good time.
Better believe it. Collar and elbow. It's Ty and Haas Deaton. And Haas clocks in at about 280 pounds. He's throwing all of that into those forearms. The South Pacific Connection may be in a little bit of trouble right here.
Oh, no, a reversal, though. Let's see what he does. Ah, now he's showing how to throw those chops. Not the little forearms, those stinging chops.
Think there may be a little martial arts background in Sayoni
Could
at
be,
times.
could be. Ooh, big chop. The fans have really gotten behind the Samoan SWAT team. Even though that they've cheated in the first, it seems funny, you know, that the people would come right behind them.
Let's call it aggressive maneuvers.
That's it, that's it. The people must really dislike these Deaton teams because, God, they just look so mean and nasty. It's kind of hard, you know, you just couldn't like them.
And with that
they're
sterling personality of theirs.
Oh, yeah. Someone you just love to have as a next-door neighbor.
Look at this. Oh, I can imagine Haas Deaton in the next door, huh?
And here he is trying to flex. I mean, God, get to the gym once in a while if you're going to flex.
He's got a lot of tremendous natural
He's
body
holding the ball.
power, though. He may not be cut and sliced like a lot of stars.
Oh, I don't
this
know.
old
I like
country
that
boy.
cut and slice, though.
Of course, the opinions of Baby Doll are indeed the opinions of Baby Doll. See, one more time, he's going to try it. And he comes up, Braves instead of Braun. Took Deaton to the mat this time.
That was it. Who would expect a crossbody from this guy? Tied up, but yet Joel gets right in there and saves his partner.
Still a little bit later this hour, we're going to be taking a look at a popular young man, Carolina's own David Isley, a really, really talented young star. Plus, rock and roll's Robert Gibson is with us in the World's Junior Heavyweight title match. Gorgeous Jimmy Garvin, who promised not to say anything more about it until match time. Nelson Royal and Shasha.
Right. It'll be interesting to see what kind of tricks Jimmy Garvin pulls out of his hat.
I think you're getting a little heavy when y'all are talking about Shasha.
Well, we both know what it's like to have a girl on the outside the ring and what we can get away with.
Meanwhile, South Pacific Connection.
Just vicious, aren't they? Oh.
That's got to cut down on your ability, number one, to want to move around that ring, and your ability just to do it.
Oh, it hurts.
Driving upper thrust now from Sayoni.
Now, Bear, let's see what he does. Reverse chin lick, sticks that knee right in the middle of your shoulder blades. And that just, when you got your head going one way and your body going another way, you're in trouble.
Now, I've seen wrestlers follow this up two ways. One, they'll snatch that rear chin lock, lean right down on the guy, or they'll try to stretch him out like this with that knee behind the knee. What, if Baby Doll was calling this shot, which way would you point him?
I'd want to more sit on him a little bit more so that they can't breathe. Then they can't move around. This way, Sayoni's head just come right out of it, you know, because you can maneuver and squirm out of it a little bit better. Big elbow. If he just looks at that leg, you make it a pin.
Deaton got himself a handful of hair to get out of that one.
Yeah,
but
he got
Sayoni,
the head going, it was over.
He's got to be in tremendous condition because he's been on Deaton all during this match.
Yes. There they are. If they keep Joel in their corner, see, they should have tried to keep him in the corner a little bit more and double team him. Let Deaton get a taste of their own medicine.
Coming in from behind, the schoolboy's favorite pin combination. And Deaton, look at this!
Over the top rope, but the referee shouldn't disqualify him for that because Deaton went over on his own accord.
Now, if Deaton did not have control of his body, right, that's the rule.
That's right. It's like when you intentionally throw him over, Deaton went, that was his own momentum that carried him over. It wasn't because of the Samoan connection. It wasn't any of their dealing. Now, you don't throw a referee around like that.
That could prove to be a little disconcerting. And again,
oh, this poor
one of the
referee.
South
See what I
Pacific.
said? Would hate to be a referee in this situation.
Joel Deaton
referee's calling for the bell, though.
Referee's called for the bell. We got to see what kind of a decision we're going to have.
Joel's coming in here with a chair. Let's see.
They're not running.
No.
Normal guys run when you come after them with a chair.
Deck. They're just standing their ground. They're saying, we're not giving up this thing.
Let's see if we can get
putting the chair down. It's kind of like a...
Let's see if we can get some kind of a decision. The Deatons are going to win this one by disqualification.
You just don't throw the referee around.
I'll tell you what, there's more great action coming up this hour right here on Atlantic Coast Wrestling. You stick with us.
Coming up Saturday, March 11th, 8 o'clock, Gastonia, the National Guard Armory. Get your tickets at the East Gastonia Hardware. Nelson Royal puts his World Junior Heavyweight Championship on the line against Ricky Nelson.
Ricky Nelson, I've been looking around, and every time I look out my door, people are telling me that you're after Nelson Royal, the world's junior heavyweight. Well, Ricky Nelson, I've wrestled you before. I have beat you. I have hurt you. I have did everything there is to do to you, but you keep coming. I respect that. But the thing of it is, Ricky Nelson, you got to come and beat me. You got to go against Shasha and Nelson Royal. But there's one thing about it. I'm a 9 years champion, and mister, that tells you one thing. I know how to get down the road, and I'm the man that everyone tries to beat. And let me tell you, Ricky Nelson, don't start doing things that's going to get you hurt, because what I'm going to do, son, I'm going to whip your butt and send you home to mama.
Hi, I'm Scott Clark at Scott Clark's Toyota City. During our gigantic clearance sale, you can save hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Here are two examples. An 89 Toyota pickup, $45 down, $185 a month. Or an 89 Tercel, $45 down and $145 per month. So what do? You pick up the phone and give us a call. 535-1972. Or better yet, come in and see us. Scott Clark's Toyota City, 6801 East Independence Boulevard, Charlotte. What a place. Scott Clark's Toyota City, Charlotte.
Whodunit? Brought to you by the Prudential.
John Wooden led UCLA to the NCAA title in 1964, and that started a string of 10 championships in 12 years. Texas Western beat him in '66. Can you name the only other team to tread on Wooden's turf? Whodunit?
We go above and beyond just like you, above and beyond what we have to do.
I'm a Prudential representative. When I talk to people about CDs and mutual funds, they're surprised at the wide range of investment opportunities I can offer.
You work hard, so do we, to make what you've worked for a reality. The Rock, the Prudential, above and beyond.
In 1974, the title went to David Thompson and NC State.
Are you tired of going places alone?
Uh-huh.
Would you like to meet other single people?
Yeah.
Then call the dating hotline. Hundreds of singles are waiting for your call.
But who's got the number? I've got the number. Great game.
I've got the number. Men call 976-GAL. Women call 976-GUYS. $2.49 per call, plus toll outside Charlotte. Call now. Hundreds of singles are waiting for your call.
Now I've got the number.
Rock and roll comes to Atlantic Coast Wrestling as Robert Gibson gets set to take on Joe Cruz. And Cruz didn't waste any time, baby.
Didn't even let Robert take off his shirt. Maybe he thinks that this is the only way he's going to beat Robert Gibson is to start out early and catch him off guard. That's what I would, with a new up-and-comer like this, instead of just going out and wrestling him, maybe this is the way to do it. The bell rung and Robert wasn't ready. And instead of being a nice guy and taking your time, he just jumped right on him.
He may have,
Big mistake. Joe thought he had him, but Robert came and slung him around.
Gibson's in. There's that Gibson leg lock.
Ooh. No escape. No escape at all. Let's go into a replay of that with Robert Gibson tying Joe Cruz up. Here's a replay with Robert Gibson with the Gibson leg lock. Ties him up. There's no escape. It's like a figure four. You get the grapevine going, fall back. That man is not going anywhere. We'll be up with Nelson Royal and Shasha.
Fans, just a couple of minutes away, the world's junior heavyweight champion Nelson Royal, along with Shasha, defends against gorgeous Jimmy Garvin right here on TV.
Jimmy Garvin, get ready, mister, because you've been out here running your mouth. You got all these people out here talking about, and you got one standing over here looks like she needs to get in the gymnasium. Like I said, go get in the gym, and he can be ready. He's talking about being in the gym. Well, mister, I've been around a long time, Garvin, and I will beat you one way or the other in any town, any place, and right here on TV. Get ready, Jimmy Garvin, because I intend to beat you, because I'll keep this. If I got to pull your head off, you might as well get ready, because I stay that way. 9 years a world's champion, and I'll stay a world's champion. And believe me, and I'll tell you, I'll tell anyone in here, and the millions of people watching this, I'll beat Jimmy Garvin because one thing, Garvin, I've been there. I've been all over the world as a champion. They know who I am. I have proven myself as a wrestler and as a great champion. If you need any proof, mister, ask Armstrong. I put him on crutches. He come back and tried it. He didn't make it. You're not going to make it. Ricky Nelson's not going to make it. No one else. Because, as the man said, I've walked that aisle and I have lived the style, mister. And if you don't believe it, take a look at this belt. Shasha's been carrying it with me for the last 3 years, and I am the man that you have to beat. And Garvin, you can't get it done because I am the champion.
The actual story of a man who did something about his hair loss problem.
I couldn't believe how my hair loss affected my personal and business life. Amazing. In just 4 years, I went from a full head of hair to rapidly balding. Believe me, I wasn't the only one who noticed. I really wanted to replace my hair, but I was always afraid how people would react to a full new head of hair when I was bald the day before. So I replaced it a little bit at a time with gradual hair replacement from HRS. Every few months, a little more hair was added, little by little, so no one would ever know. Now I have a full head of hair that people think has actually grown back. They can't tell the difference, but boy, can I ever.
For more information about HRS's gradual hair replacement process, call today for a free brochure. You're only one phone call away from solving your hair loss problem. Call now. Operators are standing by.
Call Hollins now at 1-800-554-2525. Call now.
Why, I like new microwave stuffing from Stovetop. You ever come home from a game and find a note from your wife that says, Yogi, you start dinner, but you don't know how to do it? Me too. So now I just make Stovetop, specially made for the microwave. It's new. You mix it in its own dish. Slide it in there, and in 3 minutes, you got your favorite tasting stuffing. So you did it, but you didn't know you did it. And then it's over, before it's over. Hey, it's over.
New Stovetop microwave stuffing.
36 sports matchup, Jim Selenia versus the Carolina Sports Trivia fans. At stake, tickets to Hornets home games and pregame dinners, all courtesy of True Legends. To win, play Sports Stumpers with Jim Selenia, Monday and Wednesday at 5:30.
The first 10 get the T-shirt, but the third and sixth, they get a pair of tickets to the game, also a free dinner at True Legends Bar.
If you're the third or sixth caller with the correct answer, you could win and be on your way to dinner at True Legends and see the Hornets play.
So play along Monday and Wednesday only on Sports Stumper.
I've been in a lot of enviable situations, but right now, I'm a little scared being between you guys because you've got those cold, dark eyes, and it doesn't look like you've got too many morals. But you're out for that tag team tournament and that stack of cash. Do you have any little inside tips of how you're going to win that tournament?
The only inside tip I got is if I was in Las Vegas, Nevada, putting 1,001 odds on the Mod Squad, I'd bet the whole United States on it, baby doll, because I can guarantee you, and all you rednecks here in North Carolina can take it to the bank, because when it's all said and done, the Mod Squad's going to walk away with that nice tag team tournament trophy. Tell us, Spiker.
That's it, baby doll. First, I would like to say I'm sure the ACW's ratings are skyrocketing right now with the lovely baby doll and the Mod Squad out here all together. And another thing, as Bash said, all we're interested in is that big tall trophy, baby doll. And I'm sure all these rednecks know who's going to win. It's going to be the Mod Squad.
Well, it looks like you guys have got a chance to win. You just keep on being as devious as you are, and I think you're going to win that tournament.
I know we going to win, baby doll.
We'll have to wait and see.
Fans, we're set for our next match here on Atlantic Coast Wrestling. Is the American Eagle, Tommy Angel in the yellow, gets set to take on dynamic young George South in the white trunks. Should be a classic bout between two formidable junior heavyweights. Baby doll, not exactly the position that a lot of young ladies would like to be in, wedged in between the Mod Squad.
That's true. I mean, they're big, tough guys, and as I said, they bench press 500 pounds. I'm sure if they kind of got the inkling to pick me up and throw me around, they probably could, don't you think?
Think they're a little confident, maybe?
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it at all. It seems like they've got that tag team tournament wound out, but it looks like as long as they don't make any mistakes, they might win it, because they're mean and nasty, and they've got the moves. They might do it.
Only time will tell. Of course, the Deatons advance due to a win earlier this hour.
That'd be interesting to see, would be the Deatons against Mod Squad, just to see how mean and nasty somebody could get. Be curious to see what the fans would do.
Can we sit up somewhere higher and farther back?
Maybe so. It was interesting to see how the people went behind the South Pacific connection, you know, and it was kind of amazing to see that they got behind that. It'd be interesting to see if they chose sides on that one.
If you put Benito Mussolini and Juan Perón.
Oh, look at those high moves. That's George South. Tommy Angel's got George South flying around that ring.
A lot of fans have taken to calling Tommy Angel the American Eagle, and if this flying...
makes his opponents fly, that's why.
There's a certain amount of logic there, huh? Angel working on the left arm of George South, but again, George South out every week against some of the world's best. He's met, wrestled, won, and lost against some of the best wrestlers in the world, so it's got to be a real big test for Tommy Angel right now.
That is, he's in there with a man that knows what he's doing in the ring, and he looks good. Both of these guys are about the same size. What, maybe 10 pounds difference between the two of them at the very most?
Maybe. George South maybe with the edge of an experience, but Tommy Angel looks like he's starting to click, huh?
Oh, gosh. Yeah, that's it, and he's working on that one body part. I wouldn't mind seeing Tommy Angel get a couple wins here and just see if it boosted his ego a little bit. And against George South, that would really be an ego booster.
You talk about the body part. You've been one of the most successful managers in pro wrestling. And every week that I sit down here with you for the last couple of weeks, I've heard this come out in your conversations. The one body part, the one body part. Is it really that important?
Oh, it is. I mean, if you just switch around and you work on an arm a little while and then work on the head and then the legs, you're not really wearing anybody down. You're not getting it to the point of making that wrestler maybe think that it's not worth going on anymore, that the pain is just too much, that maybe it is. Maybe you should just go back and take the loss one time and not take the money and just go home the one time and rest the body part.
Tommy Angel came into that turnbuckle hard on that left arm. But George South goes to the front face lock now. According to the Baby Doll School of Wrestling, mistake.
I'll have to see, but see, Tommy Angel just turned around working on the arm. It's just one move right after another. In wrestling, there's so many. Every move has got a counter. Whatever move that you've got, there's some way to get out of it. And just getting that experience and learning how to get out of those holds, that's how you win wrestling matches. You don't want to lay there and take the punishment. You want to get out of the hole.
George South may be getting a little frustrated in this match. He went to the eyes, and Tommy Angel sunset flip.
Yeah, he just didn't. Oh, man. It's going to be interesting. Yeah, there you go. Knee to the chest. Knocks Tommy Angel down. Schoolboy wraps him up. Oh, not quite enough. Just not tight.
Somewhere in the back of their minds, both of these guys have got to know, number one, an important match. It's on television. The local promoters are going to be looking to see who's going to climb up that ladder towards success, who's going to fall by the wayside.
Who wants to win? That's the main thing, is whether you want to win or not. Putting those moves together. George South, he's going back. He had that front face lock on the first time, working on the head and the neck. He worked on the headlock. That's working the one main body part, working on that head and neck. You will weaken a man that way.
Still looking forward a little later this hour to see Carolina's own David Isley in action. Look at this!
Big belly to belly. Hooks the leg. Excellent, excellent.
I'll tell you what, when you're flying through the air in that belly-to-belly, it's got to be a sinking feeling, because so far nobody's managed to get up from the belly-belly suplex. The American Eagle, Tommy Angel.
Yeah, let's look at a replay, Rick, of this. Belly-to-belly, all of his weight right on it. Puts his weight on the man's chest, hooks the legs. George South cannot get up from that.
More to come, fans.
Don't forget, wrestling fans, Gastonia National Guard Armory, March 11th, 8 o'clock. Coming up Tuesday, March 14th, 7 o'clock, Northwest Cabarrus High School, Concord, North Carolina. Baby Doll and Ricky Nelson.
That's right, Gastonia. I'm going to be making a special guest appearance. I'm going to don that microphone and see if I can climb in that ring and announce some of the stars right here at Planet Close Wrestling. And you've got Nelson Royal and Gastonia. You're going to whoop up on them, aren't you?
That's right, Baby Doll. You know, Saturday night, March 11th, Gastonia, North Carolina, I've got a chance at the World Junior Heavyweight title against Nelson Royal. He's a seasoned veteran, but I'm going to give it my best shot. And then something else I'm looking forward to, Baby Doll, and I know you are too. That's right, Northwest Cabarrus High School, Tuesday, March 14th, TV title elimination match. You know, everybody's going to be gunning for everybody. Everybody's going to be doing anything they can to win that title. And don't think that for 1 minute, without the fan support, that I wouldn't be there. So fans, keep supporting Ricky Nelson. I guarantee you, nothing less than 100%, and I'm going to give it my best to win the title.